Robert Morss.
Robert Morss.
An inmate at the Washington, D.C. Central Detention Facility. To accept this call, press 0. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Hey, it's your friendly neighborhood Lego man. How's it going?
It's
Going good, Robert. How are you doing?
Hey, Lego man.
I'm doing good. I'm so glad to be on the phone with you guys again.
Yes, we're glad to
guys
have
are
you here.
incredible. Absolutely. So I wanted to catch up with you guys, but I also had some pretty exciting news to break on the on this vigil for you guys.
Okay.
But but first I wanted to see how everyone's doing out there. And I want to thank you guys once again for being out there on our behalf. You guys are incredible. How's the vibe out there? You guys surviving in the toxic air that may or may not be coming from China?
Yeah, right. We're swimming through it, man.
Via Canada. Well,
right somehow via Canada.
Actually, we're outside of Lewisburg, but the haze is just kind of this gray haze, kind of foggy stuff, and we're not smelling really any wood smoke odor, but Western PA was pretty bad today. People were people were waking up and their lungs were burning and stuff like that.
It's not as bad here.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Not as bad here, Robert, but I find it oppressive. It seems to be almost spiritually oppressive. You know, the smoke itself doesn't do that, but it's just this gray haze and it brings you down.
Yeah, there's something going on, man. I wouldn't be surprised if our country's under attack and our administration doesn't give a rat's ass about its people. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I thought about that too today, and actually I was listening to a message, I forget who was, but they were saying that it's not beyond the realm of possibilities for us to be attacked coming through Canada.
Yeah, well, think about it. That supposed balloon came through, Canadian airspace or whatever, traveled throughout the entire United States, took all sorts of pictures. Who knows if it was dropping things along the way before it was shot down. Like, if anyone takes the time to read Laptop from Hell by Miranda Devine, you will discover that the Biden family is 100% compromised. Xi Jinping's got Biden right by the balls. He can literally do whatever he wants to our country, and Biden has to bend the knee and kiss the ring.
Yep.
I mean, we're at the mercy of China at this point in time.
Yeah.
It's absolutely disgusting. Yeah.
I know, and you know, all of us can see it. Those who can do something about it can't, or won't, or just don't care.
Right. Well, I'm hoping that this announcement that I'm about to make will inspire some people to get off the couch and get involved like you incredible patriots are. So the news that I have for everyone tonight. Yeah, give me a drum roll real quick. Excellent. That was perfect.
All right, go for it.
That was awesome. Oh, by the way, your voice sounds incredible this time.
Oh, yes. Well, I'll tell you what. I struggled all week, and yesterday I was restaining my deck, and over the course of the day, I just felt it start to lift, and by the afternoon, it was like all gone. So, you know, I can testify God's healing power over the week, and just it was completed yesterday, and I sound normal now.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for the incredible drum roll. So the news that I have to break to you guys is that on July 14th, I am releasing a website. And the reason why I decided to pick July 14th is because that is what's known as Bastille Day, which is celebrated in France. Now, for those of you that may or may not know what Bastille Day is the day that in 1789, the people of France decided to storm the prison known as the Bastille and liberate the political prisoners inside. And it is still celebrated to this day in France on July 14th. So that's what I'm dropping my website, and the website is going to be named www.akatheLegoman.com with 2 G's, so I don't get sued.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
so,
good.
So here's the deal. Using my Lego Man nickname and personal testimony as a friendly neighborhood introduction, this website establishes an easy-to-access informational tool allowing you to relate to an average, ordinary American like me. This website will be a one-stop shop using an educational approach to explain in layman's terms how January 6th was, in fact, a Fedsurrection, how 2020 election was, in fact, stolen, and how our government has been tyrannical for decades. My story invites you to also dance with the truth, and upon visiting the website, you will be capable of articulating the facts from a single online resource in order to effectively keep this republic. So, keep your eyes peeled. On July 14th, I invite you all to log on to www.akatheLegoman.com, and I hope that you will never look at me, the Lego Man, our election, January 6th, or our government the same ever again.
That's exciting.
I'm looking forward to that.
That's awesome. Yeah. Listen, I have a question. Did
All right.
the copy of your testimony to me get through?
It did indeed, and it will
Okay.
also be featured on the website. And there's a surprise waiting for you on the website. I'm excited for you to check it out.
Okay. Yeah. I had to send it twice. The first time I tried to send it off my phone, and apparently it didn't work. So then I sent it out on my computer, and I hadn't gotten anything back. So I just kind of assumed that it went, but I didn't want to assume that it did since I had trouble with it the first time around.
You did great. Mission accomplished. I'm
Oh,
very
thank
proud of
you,
you. Thank
sir.
you for your perseverance.
Thank you,
Oh
sir.
yeah, it will be featured on akatheLegoman.com for sure.
Yes, that's awesome. That is so awesome.
Oh yeah.
And see, you didn't think you'd ever have
Oh, yeah.
to be, you thought you'd never be able to teach history again.
Well, I'm starting to realize that I think I lowballed myself.
I think you did
I think I
too.
lowballed myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
God's just opened up other doors for you.
That's right. And I think that the story that I get to tell from here on out is going to be not only a story of our country's past, but it's a story that I get to personally include myself in.
Yep.
And, it's an honor. And I get to give
Amen.
credit to God for that. I get to give credit to, the loved ones that I had before this, weird chapter of my life began. And then I get to, give credit to everybody that decided to sign on to my story and invest themselves in the outcome of how this plays out that I met along the way, and so I couldn't do this alone. I am the sum total of everybody who has decided to invest in me, and I couldn't have done this without all the help and love and support that I've had throughout this journey. So the credit goes to you all. I'm just, I guess, the front man. I couldn't have done this without my incredible people and my awesome God.
Yes.
Amen. Well said. Well said.
Yes, very, very true. Very true. So
Well,
besides,
Well, I cannot wait.
Go ahead.
What I was going to say, I cannot wait to see what you guys think. We've got 13 days until the drop, and I am hoping that sometime in between there, I'm going to end up back in the state of Pennsylvania, where I can potentially see you guys for a visit
Hopefully we're right.
at a prison. That would be nice.
Yeah.
So is
Yeah.
that just going to be a one-day stop, or is this your final destination?
I do believe this will be my final destination. I requested either Fort Dix, which is in New Jersey, or Loretto, which is
Yeah.
about an hour and a half out from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And apparently the judge approved both of those locations. And so I'm hoping that I'd go to either one. And if that's the case, I know that the visitation there is really cool, really spectacular from what I've been informed. So I would have the potential to meet each and every one of you
Yep.
in person, give you a hug, talk
Yeah.
about it all, and I'd be honored to see that.
Yeah, well, you already have my permission to put me on your visitors list whenever you get there.
Excellent. I'm grateful for that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Same
It's
with me.
been a long time coming.
It has been.
Same with me, Robert. This is
Yeah,
good.
Roy said, said the
Sounds
same.
good.
Yep.
All right. I'll put Roy Rogers on my visitation list as well.
There you go. He'll have to tie Trigger up on the outside.
Yeah, I'll have to.
That's
write
right.
I'm not sure if you know my last name, and I don't want
Yeah.
to chat. Yeah, but we'll figure it out.
That's
Yeah,
right.
We'll figure it out. But so
Perfect.
yeah, there was some.
Yeah,
there was
couldn't
some-
have made it without you guys.
Well, I'll tell you what. Your inspiration has been part of, I guess, personally why I'm out here now. And I think Steve and Roy can say the same.
Yes.
Do you have a question, Roy, on chat?
Tell Robert he has more support and love than he thinks he does.
Right.
And he also calls for, does he have any calls to action?
Okay. Two things. One was that you have more love and support out here than you think you do. And do you have any more calls to action?
First, thank you. I appreciate that comment about the support. That really means a lot. I can't wait to see it in action, And then two, the call to action would be once this website is live, give it to all your friends and family who either agree with you or don't. I'm hoping that my story is enough of a hook to get people invested into wondering why a guy like me, who had no criminal record, served his country honorably, was a high school history teacher, was willing to bet it all, and is now going through hell and back, not only for this country, but for the future of this country, the past of this country, and the present.
Yep.
And I'm hoping that the story that I have, I guess, now been bound to is enough to kind of awaken some folks that are sitting on the fence into trying to get invested themselves. Now, the website is also going to have a list of additional educational resources. It's going to have a reading list of books to buy and read and confirm. For example, the book Rigged by Molly Hemingway is going to be on there. 5,000 Year Leap is going to be on there. Death of the West by Patrick Buchanan is going to be on there. And these books are so vital to understanding not only where our country has been, but where it's also heading. While Time Remains is going to be on the book list. And so I make it very apparent on the website that this is not a money grab. This is not an opportunity to raise funds for anybody. If you feel the need to donate, buy a book from my reading list instead and educate yourself. This is an educational, informational tool, and so a call to action would be to arm yourselves with the truth, because the truth sets you free, and because our country is in an informational bondage right now, an informational cage. The only way we can get free is to liberate ourselves with the power of our minds, and then we understand that we have had the key in our hands the entire time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And, we just haven't realized that we haven't had to think about it.
No.
We haven't had to think
Right.
about the fact that we hold the key.
Yes. Well, you've been lulled into a slumber to make you think that someone else has the key, when the whole Enlightenment period that literally sprung our founding fathers from a informational dark ages told you that you have the key. And that's why America has been the number one loved and the number one hated country around the world, because either people run to it for actual liberty, intellectual and personal sovereignty, or hate the fact that a man can actually dictate his own destiny and not bow to tyrants. And so since that is up for grabs here and now, it's fallen to us to reassure our founding fathers that the sacrifices that they made were not wasted on us.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Well, hey, thank you for your time. I know I only got one more minute, so I'm going to plug the website one more time.
Okay.
It's www.akathelegoman.com with 2 G's. And I hope that you guys are all satisfied. Please pass it on to a friend. Buy the books and check out the documentaries and movies that are going to be on the resource list. I love you all. Thank you so much for your support. I look forward to seeing everybody out there very soon.
Yes, we'll certainly look forward to that too.
We love you too, Robert. God bless.
Yeah, God bless you.
God bless you guys. You inspire me. I'm very proud of each and every one of you out there. Keep it up.
Well, we're only out here for you guys. That's our motivation.
Oh yeah, and you guys give us a lot of hope. You are not descended from fearful men.
No.
Friendly neighborhood Lego man, signing out.
Okay, we love you, Robert. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
That was great.